We're rolling?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, welcome back, guys, Durham and Com fans. Me and Brian have decided to get together today and have another battle. Today we are doing the Evacuation mission. You'll find this in the back of the 5th edition rules. Just to review, Brian plays Black Templars, and I'm playing Tyranids. Basically, as you can see set out on the field, the entire idea of the Evacuation mission is to get this little guy here, who I don't know if you can see or not, up to that ship. And his route up to the ship is an elevator shaft over here in this building. Now the building we've assigned an armor value of 13 all around in case anyone wants to assault the building. And we've decided these are two separate units, this being one building, this being another. Also, Brian's built sort of a little scratch-built tarantula kind of thing over here. We've given a separate armor value of 10, but which is connected to the building. So that kind of gives him a little defense. Brian set up all of his troops in the middle of the table. It looks like he's got 3 squads of assault marines kind of spread about, 2 dreadnoughts, a rhino, a land raider crusader, and some allied grey knights. I, on the other hand, have decided to take a different approach today and bring in a lot of guys from reserve and infiltrate. Tyranids have a lot of new options in 5th edition rules to do that. The only squad I actually have on the table is 1 brood of biovores for long-range support way over there in the far corner. And that's it. Otherwise, everything else is going to be coming on and trying to get that progenitor. So we've got 5 definite turns, and let's see how they go.
We are at the conclusion of turn 1. The biovores, first off, the Tyranid player actually sees the initiative rolling a 6, which is both good and bad. The good news was that his biovores were too far away to fire, so I had to move them in closer, which allowed my assault marines to actually get to him. The bad thing is that it gives me 1 less turn to get the progenitor to the spaceship before the Tyranid either kill him or destroy the building that the escape pod is on. There's been a lot of movement, but the reality is, let's go ahead and take a look at what the Tyranid are bringing in. Yeah, that's a lot, and I don't know where they're coming in. So I basically have started to kind of just condense everyone into a more centralized location, but still providing a little bit of spread out. My goal is hopefully that he won't be able to assault my guys, but at the same time I'll be able to respond to things as they come onto the table. What are the other things? We didn't talk about this. The other rule that's important to this evacuation mission is the fact that everything rends. So his biovores with 2 wounds apiece, I only hit 3 times, but those 3 hits were all rending hits. And the other thing is that every time you do a wound, you actually roll another die 6 to determine how many wounds you actually do when they have failed that save. So in each case, each one of the biovores either took 2 or 3 wounds, so they were taken out. Black Templars have 1 kill point, and now we're starting the beginning of turn 2. I have no idea where the Tyranid are coming in. Let's find out.
This is scenes from the Tyranid deployment of turn 2. We have 1 Ripper Swarm that tried to land a little bit closer, but was brought back to there. We have 1 Gaunt set that comes in from whatever side the Tyranid player wants. 1 that has to come from this side of the board. Beyond that, he's going to have a Hive Tyrant come on board and a Warrior Squad. He's just there to kind of remind him that those are the reserves that he got in. None of his Lictors came in, which is a really great thing, but because he has 3, he ended up getting, what's that stuff called?
Oh, they have a pheromone trail.
So
they can re-roll 1 reserve roll per Lictor per turn.
So he's really trying to bring them in force. So let's find out what's going on. Aerial shot. This footage brought to you by the Goodyear Blend. Tyranid debate continues on where the Hive Tyrant should go. What do you think of there, Caleb?
Thinking I wish I had another option. I think I'm going to put him here because I'm afraid with all these assault cannons and crusaders that the rending thing is just going to... I'm afraid that's just kind of a kill zone. So my thought is I'm going to put him over here. Let's try it. Let's see what he does. Oh, fuck.
What's the result?
5 inches.
5 inches. Is it into the terrain?
I don't know.
Oh!
I don't know. Another ruler.
think so.
No,
I
I think you just make it.
Yeah, I think it's like right there.
Man.
Man.
I just really wanted to see what the dangerous terrain on deep striking rules, how that all played out.
I can live with that.
Maybe next time.
And so can the Trigon.
Okay, one of the pieces of this game is that if you decide to run your guys, you roll 2 dice, and if they're doubles, like these termagants roll 2 6s, they still get to move 6 inches. However, they have to take a dangerous terrain check, as though there's a chance because of the low gravity they basically floated off into space.
And there are 2 ones because they can't do armor saves. Or there's 3 ones. So 3.
4.
4? Ugh. So that's literally a third of the squad. So at the end of this phase, they will have to make a morale. Well, no, they won't because the warriors are here. But still, they lose a quarter of their squad, or a third of their squad, just like that.
All right, here we go, and we're rolling.
Okay, welcome back. Bottom of turn 2 just ended, so we're about to go into turn 3. So what happened basically in this turn was Brian brought up his Land Raider to respond to my threat from warriors, and his Land Raider disembarked a nasty squad led by an Emperor's Champion. To make a long story short, wiped the last of the 2 warriors down to a man after a powerful shooting phase. So dropped all the warriors, they're no longer a threat. The Hive Tyrant took some shooting, but survived it by hiding behind those bunkers. Brian redirected his forces appropriately, and that's pretty much it. Oh, the other thing is up here on the corner, his squad came in from reserve and managed to wipe out my Rippers in a combination of movement and shooting and assault. So Brian took a good turn this turn. He had a lot of good moves. Defensively, it looks like he's in control right now, but I've got a lot of stuff still in reserve.